Today we are going to be scamming scammers who are trying to pull off the Maple Bow scam at the Duel arena. Never heard of the Maple Bow scam before? Let me give you a quick demonstration. Basically a very low-level account will stand over by the Duel arena bank, spamming that he will stake any level for extremely high amounts of cash. The scam artist will then tell you to trade him for a bow, and he will provide you with a maple short bow and some rune arrows. Everything will appear normal and you will be thinking that you are about to clap a low-level idiot for absolute bank. But here is where the tables turn. Once the fight begins, your player won't be able to attack the low-level noob because your shitty-ass maple bow can only use up to 80 arrows. And all you have is rune. This will then allow the scam artist to kill you with his shitty arrows and thus scam you out of your entire bank. And no matter how much you bitch and cry, you won't be able to escape the fact that you just got scammed by someone who is level 30. Wow. You may be asking yourself, 25 buttholes, are people actually this freaking stupid? And for that question I suggest we reflect back on people such as Eve11. The world of RuneScape is home to some of the biggest idiots in the entire universe, and that's a known fact. But today I decided to give these maple scammerats a taste of their own medicine. I would trade these scumbags for their arrows, but then I would ask them for 10 more arrows. Yeah, that's right, Timmy boy, I'm gonna need some more of them rune arrows, thank you very much. After the second trade, these scumbags would catch on to the anti-scam, and would refuse to trade you any more arrows. I then logged into my alternative accounts, and continued to fool these fools straight out of their precious arrows, and boy oh boy did these black market scum lords start to get extremely passive aggressive the more they got scammed. More arrows, buddy boy, I'm gonna need some more arrows. Yeah, that's right, you conehead, hand over them arrows with the quickness. Ha 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 ha, wow. I then began to log into even more alternative accounts, and started tricking the same scum, over and over. At this point, I have now scammed over 160 rune arrows from this skin fade haircut rat alone. Wow, that's almost enough arrows to get 99 ranged. Gosh darn boys, do I feel like a vigilante. The boys back home are going to consider me a hometown hero for this one. After dealing with this idiot for so long, and scamming him over and over again, I was excited when I had saw that 2 new Maple Bow scammers had came into the arena. Black Wizard Chat and Red Lizard Chat in the pointy hats. These 2 scammers both got slapped up back to back with the quickness, but after the second trade, they became fueled with rage when I demanded that I needed more arrows.
Fuck off.
At this point, Red Lizard Chat even had the audacity to call me a scammer, so I logged into my other account and scammed them again. But at this point, Red Lizard Chat started getting very passive-aggressive when I didn't follow his exact demands. I could tell that I was getting under this lizard's skin like a wood sliver.
Challenge. Challenge or fuck off.
Oh what? Are you mad, Hilly-Billy? Have I outsmarted your dumbass little scam? I started to antagonize this clown more and more, to the point that he started to cuss me out on every account that I would log into. The funniest part is that you can tell this guy didn't have that good of English, so his insults were extremely hilarious.
Don't trade. Motherfucker.
He even told me that he needed my mother in 4. But I think what his dumbass meant to say was that he needed my mother on all fours. Ha 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 ha, wow. I then logged into my main account and scammed him one last time, and it made him explode with rage. More buddy boy, I need more, now.
What? Fuck off. Fuck off.
He even told me to suck his fic. Ha 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 ha, wow. Your fic? Stupid lizards will never scam anybody in these streets, being that stupid. Yet again, they probably will. But either way, I rounded up all the loot I scammed off those scammers, and the total amount is astonishing. 347 rune arrows, 11 maple bows, and 1 mud pie. Wow. 30,000 coins, and that only took me about 12 minutes. Do this method for 1 hour, and you're looking at 4 million coins an hour. Get anti-scammed, you Donald Duck face, chats. Just look at all those Steven bots taking over the game. It makes me sick to my stomach. 20 years on the force, and these streets just get worse and worse. And the only person to blame is Jamflex. Money laundering ghouls are so greedy that they don't even pay their employees. They just recycle them out like old crap. Old stinky British crap. And then they have the audacity to put a tax on the grand exchange? Communism at its finest. But here at the LBPD, we are committed to truth and justice. Which is why we need to plant these drugs inside these hay bales. So we can finally get a conviction on this buck-toothed goblin farmer. Just look at him, boys. These hillbillies have been avoiding paying their farming tax for too long, and it's time we make an arrest. Stop right there, criminal. We found the drugs hidden in your hay bales. Charge him with racketeering and lock him up. And I'll see you in court, farmer boy. Hopefully your lawyer will accept payments in potatoes. Ha 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 ha, wow.
Now what exactly did you say you found on Mr. Hampton's property, detective?
We found 2 pounds of meth, along with 3 stolen firearms, which were all registered to police. I believe Mr. Hampton deserves the death penalty.
Guilty, boys, guilty. Get this piece of crap out of my sight immediately. And thank you, detective, for your good and honest work.
Of course, Judge, of course. Here at the LBPD, we are committed to keeping criminals off the streets. And we will stop at nothing to make an arrest. No mountain is too high. No river is too wide. And no valley is too low for us to take you exactly where you need to go. Which is prison. Sharing a bunk with a 6'4" gladiator who goes by the name of Rufus Smith. And just like that, we are back on the scene. Despite Jagex's attempts on closing down the Duel arena, scammers and money launderers still remain operating at full capacity. Today we received a tip that the notorious Maplebow scammers have returned, so we are going to see if we can trick them out of their precious rune arrows. Just like we did before.
Staking all LVLS 10 million trading bow H0 bits.
Holy crap boys. He's trading the arrows. Everything is going according to plan. We got the arrows boys. Now we just need to ask for more. Come on you dumb little rat. Hand over those precious arrows.
Equip bow.
More arrows?
No.
I need more arrows. Yes. I will run out of 30.
No.
Oh, this dumb little rat thinks he's going to outsmart the LBPD. Think again, bud. Send in the undercover informants. As you can see, it appears these Maplebow scammers have gotten smarter since we last tricked them boys. Now when you ask them for additional arrows, they just say no. Probably because after we exposed them back in 2019, players must have been snatching their arrows at lightning speeds. But luckily the LPBD has thousands of informants that we can send at these cold-blooded thugs. Holy freaking shit boys, no way. This dumbass crook has no idea that he is being set up. I can't wait to see the look on this rat's face when we sentence him to prison for the rest of his life. Wow. Look at that loot boys, 30 rune arrows? Do you realize how much this was worth back in 2004?
More arrows.
It would have been worth millions.
Staking all LVLS 10 million trading bow H0 bits.
You chicken bitch.
It's obvious this rat thug won't hand over any additional arrows after the initial trade, so we're going to go ahead and send in another informant. An informant who goes by the name of Gilligan 1.
I need bow.
No.
Give me bow.
I could tell that this rat thug was getting suspicious. He was extremely hesitant to hand our third informant any arrows at all. But these scammers are big-time shats. And all it took was a little bit of persistence, and before you knew it, this clown was handing over 20 more rune arrows, which was going directly into our evidence locker. And would you look at this boys? We even made this scammer laugh out loud. You can tell he just realized he had gotten tricked by the police on the last 3 transactions, and it will only be a matter of time until he is getting zapped by that electric chair. Today I thought I was going to log on to old school RuneScape and have a fun time anti-scamming some internet thugs. But that was until I encountered this heaping pile of stinky crap. Yes boys, yes, take a look. I'm sure most of you recall the time I exposed those Maplebow scammers back in 2019, right? Well, sure enough, things have not changed, and they are still around to this day. Except this time, they have a few more tricks up their sleeves in which we need to address. But what we really need to address is how disgusting of a place this Duel arena actually is. Look at all of these people. Nothing but criminals, scammers, and addicts. Just like real life. Wow. Now let's take a look at little Shat in the green pants. This guy was obviously attempting the Maplebow scam, so I began to trade him, but he wouldn't respond. After a few requests I gave up on little Shat boy, and began to head deeper into the hell zone. When all of a sudden, little green pants Shat boy came over to me real quick with the goods. Oh yeah buddy. Hand over those free rune arrows. These are going to look real nice in my bank. Boys, let me reassure you that these Duel arena scammers are some of the biggest scumbags I've ever seen in my entire life. Which is why I'm giving them a taste of their own medicine. After each trade I just kept telling this internet thug that I needed more arrows for the fight. And he began to get real pissed. Whoa, hold on a second buddy. I'm gonna need more arrows if you want me to fight in this duel. But just like the ambitious internet criminal that this man was, he was frantically handing me more and more arrows. Just like a dumbass would. More arrows, bud. I'm gonna need a lot more. By this point this internet thug began to laugh right in my face. He then proceeded to tell me that I scared him. And that I needed to get the fuck out. What, bud? I need at least 100 arrows for the fight, bud. Are you trying to scam me or something? I proceeded to act like a dumbass as I tried as hard as I possibly could to muscle out more arrows from this scumbag piece of shit.
Get fuck out.
10 more, buddy. I need just 10 more arrows.
Nah.
This goblin kept telling me no. So I just kept telling him more. And eventually, he cracked. That's right, bud, hand over those arrows. Jeez Louise, boys. Take a look at all those arrows, boys. 60 rune arrows? You know how much this would have been worth back in 2005? Millions. Maybe even billions. And that's not an exaggeration. Now boys, what I'm about to do next is something I highly suggest you never, and I mean never, try to do. So you see this bow right here, boys? This bow, much like the twisted bow, doesn't require any arrows. These sneaky rats always have a trick up their sleeve. Remember boys, these maple bow scammers are lifetime criminals. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy right here was actually playing on a smuggled butt phone, inside of a prison cell. So I only put up 11 million coins to stake against this thief. You have to remember boys, dealing with these scam artists is dangerous. You never know what they are going to do. But unfortunately for this little thug, I was the one acting slick. That's right, bud, you messed up. Look at him standing there with his crappy little maple bow. Ha 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 ha, wow. Get wrecked, little Timothy. Thanks for the easy 11 mil. Ha 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 ha, wow. But rest assured, this moment right here was actually a trick. A trick from these rats. Because once I won that scam, my brain was experiencing such a high release of dopamine that my confidence went flying through the roof. And so did my common sense. Because I decided that I was going to keep trying to anti-scam these idiots. Except this time, I was going to go big. And I'm talking real big. But I wanted to get this thug just as pissed as the last one. Which at the time, I was thinking was most likely the reason I was able to distract him. So I kept scamming this clown for more rune arrows. But here is why dealing with these criminals is actually extremely dangerous. You see boys, these maple bow scammers were just gaslighting me. That's right. I was feeling so confident since I tricked that last clown, that I thought for sure I was going to be able to fool this shat. And before I knew it, I was putting up my complete cash stack against a lifetime criminal thug, who specifically specializes in scamming and manipulation. As you can see boys, everything appeared to be fine. Or at least, that's what I thought. But Jagex makes this Duel Arena trading screen so freaking confusing with all of the buttons and flashing, that it makes it nearly impossible to read when you are zooted off that gas station sponge. I actually remember thinking at this exact moment that I was about to trick this dumbass for 40 mil, and laugh at both him and his dumb friend from earlier with the green pants faces. But that's when I realized that I was not only a dumbass, but I was a Turbo Goblin Tim Allen shat dumbass, for getting duped by these savages. What in the hell is that? Jagex, why is it even an option to separately bring these random shit items that can be used as shit weapons? You see boys, what this shat did was click this stupid fun weapons box, which shouldn't even be an option at all. These should never be allowed. And at the same moment, she clicked off my shield. And I had totally forgot that this option would take off my bow, because I forgot it was a two-handed weapon. Wow. These maple bow scammers have become nothing but stronger and faster since I made my last video in 2019. But that's when I realized that these aren't just maple bow scammers. These are hand fan scammers. Some of the most dangerous thugs on the internet. And the scamming doesn't stop there. Not only am I losing 40 mil to this thief, but he is actually trying to tell me that if I use the trapdoor and forfeit, that it will be a 50-50 split. When in reality he's just trying to get me to end the duel so he can get back to scamming on time instead of waiting 10 minutes to kill me. Wow. Trying to act quick, I thought maybe if I X-log, that I will be able to AFK long enough to get sucked out of the duel. But once I finally was able to log on, all of my money was gone. But I wasn't going to let that stop me for seeking revenge on these scammers. Which is something you should never do, boys. Revenge is a trick, which will leave you double scammed by the devil himself. I went and purchased one of those stupid hand fans, that way I knew what to look out for when I dueled this next thug. You boys remember the shat in the green pants from before? Well, this time I was going to scam him again. Or at least, that's what I thought. Given the fact that I had only around 8 mil left in cash, I didn't have much to stake. But I was down 40 mil, and needed to do something. Or at least that's what my brain thought. Because what I should have done is just left this place for good. But losing that 40 mil after successfully scamming that 11 mil, was one of the biggest roller coaster of emotions that I had ever felt in my entire life. 1 second, I was on top of the world. The next, I was sleeping in the gutter, with the rats. Just look at this big time clown. He thinks that he's going to kill me by switching to his hand fan. But he's going to shit his pants once he sees me pull out my own. Ha 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 ha, wow. Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me. Are you freaking kidding me, Jagex? How in the hell did this rat get to add a crossbow in here? Jagex, this is absolutely ridiculous. And yes, Jagex, I blame you. And not only do I blame you for this, but I also blame you for all of my real life problems that aren't even remotely related to RuneScape. And if you're not going to consider deleting the duel arena, then consider making it so you can have balanced duels despite whatever your stats are. Where you have no options to change the presets. But until that moment, I highly suggest everyone stays away from this duel arena. Because it's currently the biggest money laundering hub in all of the internet. And believe me, boys, you don't want to be there when it gets raided. Ha 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 ha, wow. Today we are going to be trying out the Grazie Rapier scam, and test whether or not this scam actually makes a significant difference when fighting at the duel arena. To pull this scam off, all you need to do is challenge players who are trying to stake with a tentacle. And then when you get into the actual duel, you pull out the Grazie Rapier, which is slightly more accurate, and can max out at a 26. Where the Abyssal Tentacle can only max out at a 25. Wow! So today we're going to test this theory, and find out if pulling off this scam is actually worth it, or if it's actually just another huge waste of precious time. Wow! Here we spotted a man trying to whip stake, who goes by the name of the Baby. I'm guessing this guy either cries a lot, or he's a fan of that one shitty rapper. Either way, he looks like someone who indeed is stupid enough to fall for this scam. And what do you know, boys, he was so eager to gamble his money, that he didn't even check to see what weapon I had in my inventory. Wow. Alright boys, let's see if this scam is actually going to work. Alright. Okay. Let's get down to business. So far it's looking pretty balanced, not much happening yet. And of course it looks like Goblin Baby Boy is pulling ahead and going to get the win. Classic boys, just classic. I swear no matter what I... Oh my god, no way. We actually won? Oh my god, this is the best scam I have ever discovered in my entire life. Add that 2 million to the bank, boys, we're about to get filthy stinking rich. Alright, here we go, we got another stake for 1 million coins. And it looks like Goblin Boy Roy didn't check our inventory, so he has no idea that we are strapped with the Grazie rapier. Good luck, buddy boy, good luck. Classic boys, classic. It looks like this Grazie rapier isn't much of an advantage at all and is still basically just RNG garbage. Oh my freaking gosh boys, no way. Just when we thought we were going to get clapped, we made a comeback and slapped him down for the dub. This scam is the best scam I've ever seen in my life boys, and I never doubted it even for a second. And that's just a solid fact. Wow. Since we've been clapping out these evil Evan idiots back to back, I think it's time that we step up our game. That's right boys, we're gonna stake this goblin boy for 8 million coins. I cannot wait to see the look on this goblin's face when he sees that he just got scammed out of 8 million coins. Better luck next time, buddy boy. But I have the rapier, which means I'm pretty much the automatic winner, so I'll be happily taking your 8 million coins. Ha 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 ha, wow. Can't believe this blue-haired dumbass didn't even think to check my inventory. Especially with so much money at stake. Let this clip be a lesson to all of you eager gamblers. Wait, what the heck? Are you fucking kidding me, Jagex? How in the hell did I just lose 8 million coins to a blue-haired dumbass with a tentacle? Are you serious? I can't fucking believe this shit boys. We have the better weapon, we're supposed to get the win. Right boys? Am I right? Wow. This game fucking sucks. Wow. And if you think the suckiness stopped right there, then you are going to be in for a surprise. After losing that 8 million coins, I went on another huge losing streak. Just like this shitty account always does. I swear for every win we get on this account, it's followed by a streak of 10 losses. Come on Jagex, you pieces of crap, are you kidding me? There is no doubt in my mind that this account has been shadow banned by the overlords at Jagex. This just doesn't make any sense. I clearly have the advantage, so I should be catching dubs. But instead, I'm catching AIDS. And my cash stack is slowly fading into thin air. That's it boys, I have had enough of this crap. We're going in big. That's right boys, we found a goblin who wants to stake 10 million coins, and we're about to scam him big time. Wait, what the heck? Oh my god boys, no way. I was so preoccupied on scamming this cowboy, that he himself brought his own Grazie rapier. And he even brought something that we never could have expected. That's right boys. An RM's staff. Which actually gives our opponent defense bonus when worn. And just like that, we lost 10 million coins because of a freaking scammer. Nice job Jagex, nice job. Seriously, I have no respect for players who have to scam just to get a win. It's truly one of the most pathetic things I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Wow. Out of rage and spite, I decided to rematch our scammer for another 10 mil, except this time, I purchased my own RM's staff, that way nobody was going to get the upper hand on our dub. Sit down, you purple-haired freak. And thank you very much for the 10 million coins. Goblin Boy thought he was about that action. But my techniques were much too sophisticated. I then decided to duel Purple Hair Goblin Boy again for another 10 million coins, and this time, I'm gonna clean him for his entire bank. Ha 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 ha, wow. Another 10 million coins? Don't mind if I do. Not only was my cash stack piling up at rapid speeds, but our confidence was flying straight through the roof. In fact, We were so confident that we decided to stake Purple Hair Boy again, except this time, we were going all in with 20 million coins. How dare you try to scam me when I'm in the middle of trying to scam you, you piece of shit. Seriously can't wait to slap down this clown and run off with all of his bank. Are you freaking kidding me, Jagex? Did we just get cleaned for our entire bank? Wow. I hate this game, boys. I truly hate this game. So there you have it, boys. The Grazie Rapier scam. Was it a success? You be the judge. If one thing is for sure, is that if you are considering staking your bank at the Duel Arena, make sure you check your opponent's inventory before pressing accept. That way you don't get tricked by this scam. But at the same time, it might not even matter, because we just lost 7 out of 10 fights in a row, even though we had a better weapon. Wow. This is without a doubt, 100% Jagex's fault. Wow. Boys, I'm gonna need you to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and let me know in the comments what you think about this so-called scam. Ha 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 ha. Wow.